Concerns about coronavirus in Massachusetts have posed a unique challenge for the area's many college campuses, where students and staff are often in large groups and in close proximity. On Monday, Amherst College made the call to move all classes online and instructed students not to come back to campus after spring break, followed by Harvard, Tufts, Babson, BC, and several others, while some already saying the closure will last through the end of the semester. Other schools have moved classes online and canceled events, but are not requiring students to move out, including Emerson College, Northeastern, BU, and Regis. Emerson President Lee Pelton joins me now. President Pelton, it's good to see you.
Thank you.
How'd you make the decision?
Well, it seemed inevitable by the early part of this week that we were going to have to make some, significant adjustments in how we delivered.
Why? What
our
was
education.
The tipping point? Was there a tipping point?
Well, it's I think Amherst had announced, and I think on Friday of the previous week, and I felt that a number of colleges, in order to provide safety for their students, would be lining up pretty quickly to make that decision.
So not even a close call, it sounds like, for you.
No, we essentially made the decision Monday evening, and then we announced Tuesday right after Harvard did.
Why'd you decide to keep the campus open?
Well, we wanted to give students and their families a choice, and we felt that was a better approach than kicking students off campus. Many of the students who who are here really don't have places to go. That's true for international students. That also can be true for domestic students. If we had 15,000 students, then maybe we would have taken a different approach. But we have, less than 4,000 students, and so we felt that let's give students a choice.
How do you do, I understand online learning in a traditional academic setting. You're smiling already.
Yeah, right.
You're not a traditional, my daughter went there for
Right.
reasons, so I have some firsthand knowledge.
Right.
Experiential learning is who you are.
Yeah.
How do you learn to make films and do radio and television online?
Well, first of all, we have to accept the fact that for us, with respect to experiential learning, that the online learning will not exactly replicate what you can do in a classroom or a studio. Nevertheless, we do think that we have tools, and we have very smart faculty who will be able to allow us to meet our learning goals through electronic means.
Are you confident of that, or do you feel you have to say that?
No, I am confident of that. I am confident of that.
And you can replicate, you think?
No, you can't replicate everything, but you can meet your learning goals. And I think we've got some tools that we will use that allow students to do this.
My understanding is also, aren't there certain visas that some students have that limit the number of online courses they can take? Is that going to be an issue here or no?
I don't think that's an issue for us, no.
So what's the financial cost? I know you don't know exactly, but I assume there's a financial cost for the university, yes, for the college.
There will be a financial cost because we're going to, through some process that it's not yet been, we've not yet finalized, we will provide some credit for room and board and tuition under certain circumstances.
What does that mean, tuition under certain circumstances?
Well, if students are still enrolled, then they will pay the full rate of tuition.
What if they say this online alternative, despite what you're saying,
a few have,
isn't what we signed up for? Not blaming you, but it's not what we signed up for. What do you do to them?
There are only a few people who have said that, but I will say that there are other parts of your experiences at Emerson or any other college might not be as you had wished it to be. But you're still there. So.
So speaking of may not wish it to be, and again, this is probably an unfair question in advance, so my apologies. It shouldn't start like that. Yeah. From day one, when you get to Emerson, again, I know firsthand, you're greeted on the street by singing students, and right away you feel, as I'm sure you do at a lot of colleges, this great camaraderie kind of thing. You're a senior, probably, I don't know what it was like for you. For me, the best 2 months of my 4 years in college were the last two months. What is that doing to you when you know that those things, at least for the time being, are not going to be part of the Emerson College experience?
That's one of the reasons we gave our students and their families the choice. Because it is, in fact, I mean, imagine that you've been at a campus for 3 3/4 semester, you've been working with the faculty on a thesis project, and you're told, 6 or 7 weeks from the end of your career that you're going to have to move off. And so we want students to make that, with their families, to make that choice.
So does that mean if a student decides to physically stay there, they can still work face-to-face?
No.
What does it mean?
No, it means that they will still be educated remotely, and we're using the remote tools will allow us to teach all of our students, instruct all of our students on campus and off campus. We couldn't ask faculty to both teach remote courses and in-person
You're
classes.
a pretty accessible kind of guy, I know.
Yes.
I assume you've gotten a lot of student feedback on this. Well, what's the sampling that you've heard?
Well, it's been, students and parents have been very supportive. We have yes, we have a very robust Emerson Parents and Family Facebook. The night that we announced that we were moving to online education, there were about 500 to 600 comments. I read every one of those comments, and they were very supportive. And I was up at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, answering individual emails to students and faculty.
See, by the way, is it true that Utah Jazz, well, obviously the team in question, Ground Zero, they practiced here when they were playing the Celtics?
They do.
Is that at your place?
Yes.
Is that a problem?
Well, so the teams that come to play the Celtics, most of them will stay in the neighborhood at a local hotel, and then practice in our gym. And one of the Jazz players has a confirmed case of coronavirus. Two now. Yeah. And that led to the NBA to close the season.
But you're not worried about the effect at Emerson?
We're not. First of all, it was during our spring break,
okay.
So students weren't there, and 2 coaches had minimal contact with them, and the public health officials have said that they're fine.
Let's take the last few seconds. For those who haven't read your letter, what do you say to the parent or the kid who is watching, the Emerson kid or the Emerson parent, about what the decision you made?
Well, I'm deeply sympathetic to the disruption that this has caused. And I know that for some of my students, this is a very painful and difficult decision, as it is for their families. And we've given them a choice to stay on campus or to work and learn remotely. And we will promise to do everything that we can do to make sure that their learning experience is uninterrupted and it is really a significant and meaningful experience for them.
I wish you good luck, and I wish you some sleep as well.
Thank you.
Lee Pelton, thank you.